So I am in the Poltergeist house, and the owner is going to say a few things about, you know, how it's like to live in this sort of situation, things that go on. More detailed version kind of what you got in the episode, but specifically just their story, and I'm going to ask some questions. When you first moved in, how long was it before you started experiencing strange things?
Straight away.
What happened?
Noises in the loft.
Mm-hmm.
So we called it the man with the brush.
That's to do specifically with the guy that died here, isn't it? Prior to...
Yeah, but it ain't nothing to do with him. It just ain't.
No.
But the story of the man with the brush was to help the children with the noises in the loft. Kids ain't gonna go sleep when they're studying around in the loft. And it's bigger than rats.
And what's it like to live with all these years?
It's not nice. It's just not nice. And the shadows are worse because they're out the corner of your eye. Put it this way, you won't be walking around late at night to go and get a drink of water. You take your glass of water and you take it to bed just in case.
We can verify the shadows because one of our team has actually seen one.
There's a shadow that came in front of it that was darker than the kitchen darkness, and it just slowly peered out, just
human
slightly,
form.
yeah. Head, seen shoulder, but everything else just pure black, a blacker darkness than that was in the kitchen already. I do not know. I don't know what to say.
You can't fathom it.
No,
we've had time to calm down now. He was a bit of a wreck.
Yeah, it made me cry. I really don't really know what to say because it's completely messed my brain up.
Yeah, Josh seen
He's seen
it.
a full shadow, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which terrified him.
Mm-hmm.
He had a different level of
So
fear.
the shadows, you blink and then it can go as quick as that. So you're doubting yourself. But when a child or one of my grandchildren, I seen this, what do you do? And they've actually seen it. I just says, it's the man with the brush. It looms around the house. But really, it's not that. We don't know what it is.
What would you think if someone said to you, what do you think this thing is? What would your best... You can say however you feel.
Well, I don't know what it is. Ghosts a bit far-fetched, isn't it?
Could you say there's shown any signs of like what folklore or some people would believe to suggest to be demonic or not?
Yeah, I think so, with some of the noises. Animal noises.
Yeah.
Like you heard. The pig noise.
Yeah.
No toy makes that noise.
No.
Three of you were there staring at each other.
You just gotta be patient.
What the fuck?
Oh, you're fucking up.
That sounded like
I
a
was
pig.
looking at both of you.
That sounded like a pig.
I was looking.
It just went.
Josh, we've had a horse.
I was just looking at both of you. I was just looking at both of you, and there was no way you were making that sound, and there was no way he was making that sound. What the fuck was that noise?
You've had things as well, other than noises and banging, there's been moments of physical contact.
Yeah, I've had things touch me.
Mm.
I ain't gonna say that with my face to people, am I? I'm sure other people have had things like that. I've heard of it.
And your bed, you went and did the whole room upstairs, because I'm assuming you're thinking, well, this is my house, I'm going to do as I please.
Redecorated and I put my strong stamp on it, open it, keep it out, or whatever it is. And it didn't. It just made it worse.
Why not just sell up, move out?
It's easier said than done.
Well, it
Yeah, but
is
they
easier
need
said than
to, you
done.
know what people are like,
It is a big thing, but if it got much worse, I wouldn't stay here because it's scary. When you're in the house on your own, that's when you're scared. I'm not scared when people are here.
So you caught a Coke can move across a table.
Yeah.
And I've seen the video of this.
Well, it
and
looks like a trick, doesn't it?
I know it's part of a longer video where you're actually filming the dogs, and then it happens. How, like, what happened in that moment?
Oh my God! Fuck! Summer is moving that ain't there. It's validation. That ain't so scary. When someone gets lobbed, it's scary, and bangs and thuds and doors. Gotta be something when your own grandchildren won't go upstairs.
And you've had to, like...
Not so much in the day, but at night you wouldn't go up there. Not
Unless,
if you're on your own.
unless you're some nutcase like me.
I say it pushes you down the stairs or something.
Yeah.
You don't know now.
Like, what's the result of me coming here and doing the investigations? Is it like pandemonium afterwards?
No, I'm just letting you see it.
But
I've
for you
watched
to
it,
live-
you're a bit of a skeptic anyway.
For
but
you to
I
live
wanted
with.
it. Yeah, but I wanted you to see it, hear it.
Mm.
So when the pig or whatever it is out there, and I mean, what's it with the light switch out there? We've had electricians check it all out, new plugs. Why is it that happened to you twice?
Mm. And Josh with his
Yeah, and he's seen it. Your reaction is really genuine anyway. I
Within-
see your reaction.
within the...
It was fear, but you liked it, but it was fear.
Yeah.
You did like it, but you were also scared because you went down the stairs a bit, didn't you?
What's it like days after for you? After I've done, like, wound something up?
Well, it can get worse, so I don't really like it.
Mm.
I mean, some people want to stay there overnight and that, but I don't know. This is just validation that Mark and his team can hear it, knows that there's something going on, and know that it's not set up. Because it's easy to set something up, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if you really wanted to, people like do it all the time, and
But the plug circuits and all that when they're set up, Mark.
well, it gave me a massive static shock,
Yeah,
and then the bulb in the room below
it was
was going
thrashed,
ballistic. Whatever it is using, or there's some degree of a high amount of electrostatic build up that's going on. You have to actually experience something like that before you can understand it. Well, you can't even understand it.
But you wouldn't have come back
No.
all the times if you didn't think there was nothing there. So say you let some people stay out there overnight, say nothing happened. Because it could be.
Mm.
You can go hours and nothing. But assure you, every night there's bangs and all sorts.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
But you can't explain it to people.
The dog.
And you can't
know?
understand it. I still can't understand it. I'm clutching at straws. I've spoken to people within the scientific community who trust what I'm saying because they know me, and they just even turn around and go, well, we don't know.
But you've spent enough time in that.
I've spent enough time to know there's something, but I want to hear from your point of view what you would say to somebody who is outright going, well, these sorts of things don't happen, and just being so confident and sort of...
But they do. And it's only when you're really looking for it you find it more.
There are lots of people out there that are looking for it and they're trying hard and hard to have an experience. And just like a tiny little device going off is enough for them. If they came into a place like this and had an experience, they wouldn't know how to deal with it.
No. They go away scared. Won't be able to sleep at night.
Somehow it's like, I think that's the biggest thing is people think, how on earth can you sleep knowing that there's something mental? Is it just because simply the area in which you sleep in is not as bad?
It's not as bad there, no. But that's why we got a massive fan that blows out all night. And it's what I call white noise, and it drowns everything out. That's how you manage to sleep. You've got to drown it out with
And
noise.
you've woke up some mornings, haven't you, and there's been things on the stairs which have been chucked out of the room and stuff like that. Am I right in saying that?
Oh yeah.
And we've noticed you've got like 3 or 4 doors in between where you sleep to the house.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like you have to get through Fort Knox just to get to the thing. Yeah.
It's a bit of a comfort sometimes, Mark.
Mm.
We're not alone. The dog knows we're not alone. Now there's some people that outright don't believe anything anyway. Because you, Mark, didn't believe in anything. You're a debunker, what I call, and you want to find an explanation.
So this day,
That's why I trust you.
To this day I'm
because
trying to
you
figure
really
out.
tries to nail it down. But if you're going to a place and you're not getting anything, what's the point? What's the point? You keep going there.
Because you've had a chair move.
Yeah.
Explain that. I don't mean explain how it happened, just like go through that scenario.
I mean, I thought, oh, someone's playing a joke. But I don't think so.
It just sort of was out there and ended up being there, didn't it?
Analysed. It was like Agatha Christie analysed where everyone was. And the kids couldn't have lifted the chair anyway. But the kids were blown away by it.
That kid went up, and that kid went up to the stairs.
Can a chair move inside?
Now, I've only been here for a few minutes, and plus, before you came in,
Door
the
was shut.
door was shut and locked.
What's to say that I don't disappear now and end up reappearing in the kitchen? Like, that's what scares me. I'm gonna, like, to anybody who watches this stuff actually is happening. It genuinely is. I don't know how to explain
I'm
it.
not being
What?
called a fool and a fantasist or an idiot. I don't want that.
There's a couple of people
You're
have
quite
asked,
welcome sometimes to invite people in to have a look for themselves, and I have.
don't take it the wrong way, but people want to be reassured that there is no fundamentally mental health issues, nobody's got any
No, nothing.
or anything like that. You're not out the back on mushrooms,
Just,
nothing.
Level-headed, normal family with grandchildren.
And I think it's really profound and really interesting that you don't just leap straight on we've got the spirit here of the guy that died in this building and now there's a demonic force and it's really evil, and you just go, there's something, I don't know what it is.
Mm.
And
Well, I thought
That is
one
the
time you
fairest
could have
thing to
told
say.
me, but you don't know.
well,
So you haven't helped me in that respect.
without opening us,
But you've made me not think, you believed me to a certain degree, and you've had things happen. What's the worst thing that happened to
Well,
you
here.
in this house?
I think the thing that scared me the most was when it made that noise.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Because after a point of time, you sort of get used to, oh yeah, that moved. Oh yeah, that moved. Oh yeah, that got chucked. Like, it just becomes second nature. But then when something goes,
It's not nice.
and my bell goes off by itself, I brought with me.
Yeah, that
Like-
was, and the door shut, and you can be in, the bathroom, it will shut.
Yeah, the windows were
One thing
shut
I
as
will
well.
say is, and this is just for you, there are a massive portion of people out there, especially our patrons, who today have wished their best wishes with you and
Yeah.
their love.
Well, is there anything else that you would, without me asking any questions before I finish, that you would want to say?
Anybody, think long and hard before you dismiss these things totally.
Well, I thank you for your time. There has been an odd noise I've heard now and then out there, and I know one of the other owners is all the way down there. I don't know if he picks up on camera, so it's a little bit creepy.
But it's also, Mark, you're welcome to stay all night upstairs. You're welcome.
When?
I trust you enough.
When? When's the good question?
A
Is
date
when?
made up.
Yeah.
But I'd love you to stay in the loft all night with cameras. You might capture something that we haven't seen. I'd be interested to hear a big noise again.
Want to see me break my neck going
Yeah.
down the ladder?
I'd love you to stay in the loft all
Break my
night.
neck going down the ladder.
Not just 5 boring hours, but 10
10
long hours.
We'll see.
So
We'll
that's
see. So
another, that's another story.
That might be another episode then coming up later down the line. Thank you so much for everybody who's watched. Until next time, please subscribe, like, and share.